The 2018 NHL playoffs are going to begin tonight, so I thought what better time to put together a special Unsealed video than today. I have a couple of hockey games for the original Sony PlayStation that I'm going to open for you in just a couple of minutes. I had a line on this game that you're going to see on the GX TV behind me. Unfortunately, I lost the auction in the closing seconds, wound up being $47, which is a little too rich for my blood. The game that I'm talking about is NHL Open Ice from Midway/Williams, a game that I really wanted, but I already had it, so I didn't feel terrible that I didn't have it. I just would have liked to have been able to open it on camera for you, but I do have a pair of games that I'm really, really excited about to open for the first time for you, and I'm going to give you a little bit of background on each. Let's do the newer of the two. Fox Sports has a pair of games for the PlayStation. They have an NBA game, which is pretty good, and they also have this right here. This is Fox Sports NHL Championship 2000, which was developed by Radical Entertainment. This is actually an extension of the NHL Power Play series, and what happened here is Fox Interactive got involved, allowed Radical to use the Fox Sports presentation package. So you get the Fox Sports replays, the stat overlays, and they also got access to Kenny Albert and John Davidson to do the play-by-play and color commentary. This is, at least in my estimation, the best presentation for a hockey game on the PlayStation, bar none. Well, I do like Open Ice and the fact that it has Pat Foley doing his over-the-top play calls. You really can't beat the overall presentation here. I love the stat overlays. I like the amount of statistics that the game tracks. It does require, by the way, 5 blocks at least on a memory card, and because memory cards go up to 16, you can take half a memory card or so just between settings and season stats for this, but it is well worth it. The gameplay is okay to good. I don't think it's as outstanding as the game I'm going to show you in just a minute, but this is still, in terms of presentation, it really set the bar very high. And thankfully, when we went on to the PlayStation 2, presentation really got kicked up a notch. But we're going to go ahead, we're going to open up NHL Championship 2000 for you on camera. I got this from Amazon, actually. So taking the wrap off this for the first time. This is exciting. And I think this might, and I got to get the security label off of here, if I can do it. Let's see. Security label, you will be the end of me. Let's just go ahead and open this. There we go. We'll take the security label off. So, inside of the case, we have the NHL Championship 2000 disc. I believe that's Mike Modano on the front there. Also, we get a instruction manual, which we got with every PlayStation game during that time. When we look in the instruction manual, here's the instruction manual right here. It is black and white. It gives us controller layouts, nothing all that exciting. There aren't very many screenshots of the game, honestly. It's just a lot of words. But the game is easy enough to figure out on your own if you do pick it up and play it. Interestingly enough, they do have a bunch of statistical abbreviations here, so if you didn't know what specific hockey abbreviation for stats meant, you can certainly look in here. There's also a warranty card on the inside. I won't take this out right now. Unfortunately, I can't submit it to Fox Sports Interactive because they don't exist anymore. And then what's really cool is on the back here, it has an ad for Fox Sports Game Time, which is basically their answer to ESPN Jock Jams. The Fox Sports football theme, Walking on the Sun by Smash Mouth. Got some Moby, some Crystal Method on here, some Republica ready to go. So this is really cool. So Fox Sports Championship, NHL Championship 2000 for the PlayStation. Again, the best, at least in my opinion, whoops, as I almost break the case, the best presentation for a hockey game that the 32-bit console has to offer. Now, the main attraction, the one that I've been waiting to open, and I dedicate this opening to my buddy Chris, aka Classic Gaming Quarterly. He was playing this on Twitter a while back, and it got me to thinking, what if I could get this brand new so I could open it on camera? This is, first of all, it goes back to 1997, the sports year 1998. 1997, as many of you know if you've watched my videos before, is my favorite console year of all time. We're talking about console releases like Star Fox 64 for the N64. On the PlayStation, a wealth of awesome software. Colony Wars, Parappa the Rapper, Castlevania Symphony of the Night, Ace Combat 2, Rage Racer. Oh, and NHL 98. My favorite game for the PlayStation in this series, and one of my favorite games in this series, bar none. This was the game that adopted the two-man broadcast booth. So you have Jim Houston and Daryl Ray doing play-by-play and commentary. You have instant replays that are automatically triggered. This has two unlimiteds. Get ready for this. Sometimes when you score a goal, there are goal horns and sirens that go off. The game is really, really fast, uses one-timers exceptionally well, and honestly is just flat-out fun to play. So we're going to open this. This still has the security sticker on the top that says NHL 98 on it. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to open this for the first time. I am excited about this. So we're getting this done. Oh, by the way, this does have, and you're going to see it very briefly, but it has like the little pull tab here. So you can hang it on a wall or on a peg. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to open this as it is right here. We're going to take the security label off. Here we go. Try and remove that security label. All right. On the back, by the way, this is the Ultimate Judge. This game, this NHL 98 game with Peter Forsberg in the cover, has one of the coolest introductions, FMV introductions for a hockey game that the system has to offer. If you look it up on YouTube, I highly recommend it. Maybe I'll run it for a separate video at a later time. Let's go ahead and we're going to open this up. And when we open it up, first of all, we get the NHL 98 disc with Peter Forsberg in blue. We also have a couple of inserts. I forgot about these. The first insert, I'm just going to drop that stuff down there. The first insert is, it's in the game. Of course, EA Sports mantra. And for this period of time, and I'll try and open this up so you can see at least most of it. We've got Madden 98. We've got NHL Live, or NBA Live 98. There's NHL 98, NASCAR 98, and on the inside, a whole bunch of stuff. March Madness 98. FIFA 98, or FIFA Road to the World Cup 98, I'm sorry, which is an awesome game, by the way. I'm not a soccer guy, but that game's fun. Triple Play 98, NCAA Football 98, and PGA Tour 98, which actually is a pretty good game in and of itself. So you get that little handout there. You also get a standalone warranty card. The warranty card is very boring, and it's very difficult to see. I could hold it up to the camera, and you really wouldn't be able to see much. There's also an instruction manual in here that has Tim Hardaway on the back, advertising NBA Live 98, which is another game with excellent presentation. There's Pete Forsberg on the front. This game, again, the manual is black and white, so you don't get to see a great deal, but at least you get to figure out how to play if you need it. There's just so much cool stuff in this game. They didn't have franchise yet, but they certainly had seasons that you could play all the way through. And playing through a season, I remember in 97 when I got this game, I played through a season in probably 2 weeks. I was just playing game after game after game after game after game. I was Colorado in this game, I admit it. My name is Peter Forsberg. I mean, how can you go wrong? Patrick Roy on net. But this game is absolutely phenomenal. If you can find yourself a copy and you have an original PlayStation or a PS2 or a PS3, I really do recommend it. It is well worth the money and a blast from the past when you look at some of these rosters as well. So that's a look at a couple of hockey games for the PlayStation. Again, we have NHL Open Ice on the GX TV from Williams, another game that's well worth looking for, especially if you like NBA Jam. And then we took a look at Fox Sports NHL Championship 2000, which was released actually in 1999. And then NHL 98, my favorite game in the series for the PlayStation, and one of my favorites for the series overall, released in 1997 for the PlayStation as well. So thanks very much for watching this episode of Unsealed, and until we do it again, thanks very much, everyone. See ya.